And then you get these kind of plays in the middle of the field. And this is what I think all fans can expect. Like, he's Superman. Like, put the cape on him. All Jalen likes to do is win big games, take the ball away, play on great defenses, and play for championships. That's it.
So, before we get back into it, this breakdown was done by Brian Baldwinger. Baldy NFL is his handle on X. Go ahead and give him a follow. Check him out. He does a great job breaking down all NFL games, players, and film. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more highlights and analysis like this. And also like this video.
Let's go back to 2023. The Cowboys came to South Florida to play the Dolphins. An important game, week 16. That's Jalen Ramsey on CD Lamb. And he puts his body on him right here. Dak wants to go to him, but he can't get open. And while Jalen Ramsey ties him up, Christian Wilkins gets to Dak Prescott. And then you watch right here. You watch Deshaun Elliott. See, Deshaun Elliott and Jalen Ramsey were teammates in 2023 in Miami. They're now teammates in Pittsburgh. You watch him right here. He wants to banjo this stack position right here by the Cowboys. So he's got CD to the corner, and he gets underneath him right here, and Dak can't fit it in. Right here. You watch Deshaun Elliott, all right, in the middle of the field right here, where he's directing all the traffic. Dak trying to get the Cowboys into the end zone to take the lead in the fourth quarter. And all he's doing is just watching these routes. These crossers come right at him. And he's in perfect position right here. And then you can see Jaylen under here, underneath CD Lamb. And Dak can't get the ball to CD. And finally throws it to the tight end. And here comes Deshaun Elliott blowing it all up. All right, keeping him out of the end zone. And then you get this right here, Jalen Ramsey right here. All right. You throw the ball to Jalen Tolbert, crisp tackle, 4 solos on that day. And then you get this, Deshaun Elliott right here. All right, going to get the ball on the outside of Tony Pollard, and he's not going to let Pollard get into the end zone. See, Elliott was the best tackler in the secondary in Pittsburgh last year, and now he reunites with Jalen Ramsey. I think the secondary in Pittsburgh is going to be great. He's a reason why. Jalen's a reason why, along with Slay, along with Joey Porter Jr. Let's watch Jalen Ramsey go about his business, because the defensive coordinator of the Carolina Panthers, Ejiro Evero, who coached Jalen with the Rams, said he's one of the 2 smartest players, one of the 2 best players he's ever coached, Ronde Barber and Jalen Ramsey. Let's watch him in this zone coverage here. He's cluing the quarterback all the way. All right, Matt Jones. And he sees this little flat route to Kendrick Bourne. He jumped right in front of it. Played it perfectly. Baited him. Baited the quarterback to throw it, and then he took it from him. Like, Jalen Ramsey is just a coach on the field. He studies it all. And I think he's going to have a great year. Maybe because Xavier Howard was down last week against the Jets. But Jalen Ramsey traveled with the Jets' best receiver, Garrett Wilson. And not that he got a whole lot of work, because the quarterback situation, the offensive line was so bad. But you know he enjoyed it. You know he loved just being able to go out there and go up against a big guy like Garrett right there, play after play, and just be able to just get his hands on him, like press him to the sideline, use his strength, use his size right here. He's in a slot right here. Like, just be able to run with him across the field, get him down on the ground. I just wonder, with Dallas coming to town, would they put Jalen on CD Lamb? And could we get a ticket to that battle that might ensue if they do it? And maybe Xavier Howard is healthy and they just play right side, left side. I don't know, but I know this. I know he liked this assignment. All right, anyways, let's just see what happens this week. Dallas, Miami, big show. This might be the best defense the Dolphins have fielded since the no-names. Like, when you watch Jalen Phillips turn a corner like a fine European sports car, and the ball comes out funny, and there's Jalen Ramsey, and there's Bradley Chubb, and the brotherhood is real, and it's growing, and they're healthy. And you do this. You want to play your quarters coverage right here, all right? And Jalen's just staying in phase right here. He jumps right in front of this Trey Tucker throw for that pick. And then you get this right here, all right? You get a little stack situation, all right? You get Jacoby Myers in motion, and here's Jalen. He's just waiting for this throw to the end zone. He's baiting the rookie quarterback to throw it because he's going to take off like he's trying to win the decathlon right there. Jumps in front of it right there. So you get this kind of pressure. Christian Wilkins up the middle, Phillips and Chubb, and then you get these kind of plays in the middle of the field. And this is what I think all Dolphin fans can expect. Like, he's Superman. Like, put the cape on him. All Jalen likes to do is win big games, take the ball away, play on great defenses, and play for championships. That's it.
So that does it. Those are the highlights, and now this is the analysis. But first, before I get more into it, I'm just going to let you know that next week is a big video because it's DK Metcalf versus Jalen Ramsey and all their 1v1 highlights and analysis from their matchups in the season and why it's going to be so interesting when they go to Latrobe and go against one another because they've had some big time matchups in the past. So expect that next week. But for this video, looking at this highlights, you see Deshaun Elliott and Jalen Ramsey. Those two are reunited. They played for the Dolphins, and they're really good players for that Dolphins team. Deshaun Elliott's going to be in the back half of the field and kind of point things out and make the stop with his physicality. And then Jalen Ramsey's out here guarding the best player and doing what he does best, getting interceptions. Also, with those two reuniting, it's going to be big time for the Steelers defense because they have some other big time playmakers in the secondary as well. And his name is Big Play Slay. And they also have Joey Porter Jr. So it's going to be real interesting come regular season with this defensive back package that Pittsburgh Steelers can roll out onto the field. Now, some other highlights that you see is Jalen Ramsey going against some of the top guys. For example, CeeDee Lamb. You look at Garrett Wilson, and he holds his own. Even at this age, he's still able to go out there and lock them down. Some of the best players in the league at the wide receiver. He's past his prime, but in reality, he can still play at a high level and show up big time when it matters. So he's sticking with Garrett Wilson, he's sticking with CeeDee Lamb, and if the Steelers need him to mirror one of the best receivers in the league, he's still capable of doing it, and also still capable of roaming the field as well. Because we see that roaming part against the New England Patriots in that clip, because he was able to bait the quarterback into making a poor decision, a poor throw in which he thought was open, but in reality Jalen Ramsey was there. So not only can he lock someone up, he could also roam the field and play safety a little bit. And that's why safety keeps getting brought up with him, because he's able to bait the quarterback into interceptions and bait them into turnovers. And that's what safeties do. So that's why when you hear safety, just think of that clip. Him baiting the New England Patriots quarterback into the interception. So Jalen Ramsey, just all in all, is still a really good player at this age. And he can still play and come up and make tackles as well. As we've seen, he's able to come up and hit a player, make some secure tackles, and not let guys get loose. He's one of the most physical cornerbacks in the NFL. And we see it in these clips. And also in the games on line and the quarterback's throwing in the end zone, he could be Superman and get the interception and seal the game. So he loves playing in big time games, going against big time players. And now he's in Pittsburgh, and he gets to talk his ish in a Steelers uniform. Me personally, I really love this trade because they get two Pro Bowlers. For one, who is past his prime, in Minkah Fitzpatrick. Minkah Fitzpatrick's someone who had all the miscommunication that you don't want out of a top player on your team, making top tier money. And now Jalen Ramsey comes in, and he could play the Minkah role if need be, but he could also do many things. Outside cornerback, inside cornerback, safety. He could do it all for the Steelers defense. And top of that, they get Jonnu Smith at the tight end position, who was a Pro Bowler last season and is used to this Arthur Smith offense. And it allows the Pittsburgh Steelers to open up the middle of the field more on offense, cover the middle of the field on defense, and just in general, this trade is just really good. So, once again, this video highlights and analysis was done by Brian Baldwinger. Baldy NFL is his handle on X. Go ahead and give him a follow. He does a great job breaking down all NFL games, players, film, everything like that. He's a former NFL player turned analyst, so he's trustworthy. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn notifications for everything Pittsburgh Steelers news, updates, and more highlights and analysis just like this. This was my reaction to these highlights and my thoughts. And let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. On Jalen Ramsey, What do you think he will contribute to the Pittsburgh Steelers? Do you think he's still the same player he used to be and he can be a high-level playmaker for the Steelers defense? Or do you believe he's washed and he's past his prime and it was a bad trade? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. So, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications, and stay tuned for everything Pittsburgh Steelers football. And when Latrobe and training camp comes back around in less than a month, I'm going to have all that covered with highlights and analysis as well. So this is the best spot for everything Pittsburgh Steelers football, and I'll see you guys all later. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.